Hey Mo,
Hey, Ricky.
the doctor is in.
We are, and oh my God, we all match. Look at this. It must be
Look
for
at
something
this.
special.
I know. Yeah, it must be something special. Well, it's October 1st.
hmm
Here we are again.
Breast
Another
Cancer Action Month.
breast cancer. And we try to think of some other A words for October. So awareness, action, advancement of science, advocacy,
hmm
like all the
Ooh,
things, you
that's
know.
good. I like that.
Yeah, so think of some more A words, but we have to do all the things. And I think of October as I kind of think of Black History Month. I'm so Black on March 1st. I mean, we have
hmm
cancer 365, 7 days a week, whatever, 24 hours a day. I wish it was contained in one month. I wish you only
Yeah.
had, I wish we could do that.
Same.
And so I'm so glad though that the world celebrates us. The world turns
hmm
will take all the pink we can take. And the pink actually sometimes makes breast cancer patients not so happy. So
It's a lot. Yeah.
a lot. So everybody has different opinions of what October stands for, but I think we have to celebrate it. And every year, Pharma comes to us and says, "What are you going to do for October?" And I say, "Same thing we do every day." And so last year,
Every
Sue
day.
my dear sweet sister Sue and I said, "Okay, let's give him something. Let's give him something." So we developed Care for Her. And, we're going to talk about that today. And we have Aubrey and Sue here, our good friends from Unite for Her. And really, it's just a combination of our stuff, our good stuff. So, how can we
hmm
help Black women more in treatment? And by giving them these amazing integrative services that Unite for Her provides. And they're going to talk about all of that. And our nurse navigation. So, you're like wrapped around in this hug of love to do your treatment. And so last year, what did we do? So we did 103 patients. We got
Love
funding
it.
to give
Yep, 103 were
103.
enrolled into our program.
Yep.
We just did it
Awesome.
for the month of October, like a little bit.
And then really kind of lasted for 6 months because we gave you like a lot of treatment, a lot of navigation services. And then this year we're aiming to get 200 patients.
Awesome. Awesome.
So we've already got a bunch and we just want to get more and we want to talk about it and talk about everything that you get. And it's a free service for all this loving care. And
Well,
it's
we
invaluable.
need it, Ricky, because
You
I
know,
can tell you the numbers, the
yeah,
statistics around, breast cancer, just in the last 6 months, even still seem to be climbing. And the resources that people
Yes,
need, whether it's food insecurity, if it's because of financial toxicity, if it's because of,
right, right.
managing side effects or just trying to navigate all of the different landscape and the services. And whether you have insurance or you don't, it's all so hard and so confusing. And so to have something like this, I have had 3 patients in the last week ask me about something like this. Like, where's my one stop shop to really help me figure out what to do and how to navigate this?
right. And Sue, has been doing this for years. And
Oh, yeah.
what you're offering patients is just so unique and so what's needed, and this chemo journey sucks. It sucks. And it does not feel good in any way. So anything we can do to help you get through it and help you, deal and cope and deal with the side effects, this is what we're all about. So happy to do this again. And we got great support from our pharma partners, and we'll talk about them in a minute. But so you talk.
Yeah, no, I love hearing the two of you talk, and it just allows us to bring integrative therapies and nurse navigation front and center to improve outcomes. And that's what we're all about. Like, will
Yeah.
this move the needle? Will they adhere to treatment better? If we add this to the standard of care and their cancer treatment routine, will we see better outcomes? And that's what
Yeah.
we're measuring. So much so that the Touch team and the Unite for Her team submitted a poster in July
Yeah.
based off of all of our key findings from last year's Care for Her campaign, and we got accepted. We got accepted. So we are so excited to be able to showcase those key findings, because that's where we can
Yeah.
make change. When people see the metrics that are tied to
Right.
the complementary approach and the access to nurse navigation, we take for granted. We think we're in Philadelphia, so we have a lot of systems that have nurse navigation. That is not the case
That
around.
is not the case.
That
And
is
so
not the case. And And just to be able to have this type of wraparound approach available for full year and some, because really you go into another program at Unite for Her and we're there for life, it is just key. So we had some big goals this year, right? We had a very successful first year. We
Yep.
rolled it out once again. We had terrific support from our pharma partners. Just like you said, Ricky, they were all into helping us leverage what we do well.
Yeah.
And when we're together, we're stronger. So the pharma,
Yeah.
the medical, the nonprofit community, we need to work together. And this is an example of that, right? And
It's a perfect marriage. I mean, I love you, Sue, and I think that we do have a perfect marriage, like in terms of like what we offer. And I do love that we made science out of it. We gave, we have results. This works. And we have data to now say, okay, pharma, okay, everybody, if you combine these services and help somebody in treatment, you're going to get a better outcome and you're going to get better responses and you're going to get, a better way to deal with side effects. And it works and it's scientifically sound now. We can validate that and say, you can't question the outcomes because it's real and live and in color. So
yeah.
let's talk about your services and then I'll talk about navigation.
Yeah, you got it. You
Aubrey's
got it.
so
Actually,
great.
I'm going to bring on Aubrey because
Yeah, I know. Aubrey, your turn,
she
girl.
actually is on our team. She offers the nutrition services for our community members. And that is the number one service, is the one-on-one nutrition consults, cooking webinars. So Aubrey, I'm going to let you go through the beautiful wellness passport, but you can focus on what you offer as one of our registered dietitian managers and educators at Unite for Her.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, I think nutrition tends to be one of the heaviest utilized services. And that really all comes from the fact that I think first and foremost, everybody eats, right? So everybody has some hand in nutrition. And I think especially times are tough, right? And so nutrition services can be so beneficial to get people just the foods that they need and put things on the table. So when it comes to Unite for Her's services in general, I'll start with the nutrition services. We have one-on-one nutrition consultations to help support patients throughout really every stage of journey, whether it is just finding out about diagnosis, whether it's through treatment and navigating treatment-related side effects, or maybe it's post-treatment or longevity-wise, and we're talking about just kind of continuation of care and continued nutrition. We also have a really extensive nutrition hub with tons of support and resources that we love to highlight. We talk a lot about them during our different nutrition events, but also just as a resource database for our members. Then when we open up that passport, we've got things like gift cards to the grocery store to help you do your shopping. We've got meal delivery service with Sunbasket, an organic meal delivery service. And then we also have vegetables delivered directly to your door. So 6 weeks coming to you of a box of bountiful veggies. Then, of course, we know wellness is not just necessarily nutrition. You can get 6 months of a fitness membership, be it virtual or in person. We also have things like Reiki, we have yoga, we have meditation. And then even in those realms, we have tons of live events as well too on the various modalities of care, various advances in cancer care. And then we have a very comprehensive library with videos for things you can do at home, right? We have self-massage for acupressure, but we also have things like meditation practices and programming there. So we really
I love
try
the
to
videos. I love
approach
those videos. They're so great. They're so like easy to do, it's like better than YouTube. It's like
exactly. We try to make it simple, right?
and
We don't
so
always
much-
have an
guys,
hour.
the love in those videos is like amazing to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have
maybe
such
these
wonderful
workshops.
providers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Right.
you're right. You don't always have an hour and you don't always have somebody to
Right.
massage you. So the self-massage is just it's so
So
special.
great. Yeah. I do that a
If
lot.
we can teach our members how to self-advocate, then that is the best outcome we can possibly do.
Yeah, it's
And they're gonna
self-care.
have
It's
confidence, they're gonna
self-care.
have control, they're gonna look for the next step, they're gonna feel motivated, they're gonna feel like they are in control. As a
Yeah.
survivor, you too, Ricky, we know that control is key. And I lost all that
Oh,
when
it's
I was
key.
diagnosed. To
You lose
gain
all
that,
control. Yeah. You don't, you feel like, your body's not, what is this thing that I have around me? Because it's not my body, so anything you can do to help it is great. And then we pair all that great stuff with Val and our navigators. And You know, our navigators, Valentine and the team are, they're all blesties, and they're all Black women, and they've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, walked the walk. They're both 25-year survivors, and they are there 24/7, 365, 7 days a week. You can call them anytime. And when the cancer center closes at 5, if you even have navigation at your cancer center, you can call us, and we're there, and we can help you through and direct you not only to the Care for Her resources, but something that may be local in your community that could help you, like a local farmer's market, like a local farm, like Dr. Mo's farm, like even activities that Dr. Mo's doing, you know, for October, her event this weekend, you know. And if anyone called today and said, I'm in the Philadelphia area, we'd send them there, right? And so you know, we also now we have our Belong group of women that we work with in 42 states. And so we have all of their calendars for the month of October.
That's incredible.
And they're all doing amazing things. It's all on our social media, but Val can say, you know what? If you're in Baltimore, we know that Rhonda is having an event next weekend. It starts at 4 o'clock. It's free. Here's where you go. You know, if you're in Chicago, you know, we had an event yesterday. Here's what's going to happen. You know, we know that Beulah's going to do her Day of Beauty on this day. And so we can direct them to the resources in their community. And also, one of the things that Val does is the first thing she does when she gets a new patient is she looks up their zip code. She's like a total AI geek, way more than me. But she goes into AI, looks up their zip code, and she finds all the churches in your neighborhood, any kind of other support group for breast cancer in the neighborhood. And so she'll find you stuff that you could use and be helpful, and people to talk to, and stuff in your specific community to help you deal with this horrible treatment thing. So, you know, and she's there all the time, you know. And it's funny because a lot of the calls she gets are after dinner, because you come home from treatment, you're sitting at the table with your family, they start asking you questions. Well, why'd they do that? Well, why'd you have to get the Benadryl? Well, why'd you have to, you know, well, why do you feel this way? Or when is your period of time when you're not going to be, what do you call it? When is your immune system going to get weak? And all the things that you're questioning, and the doctor and the nurse probably told you that stuff, but you didn't hear it because you were on, you know, sitting there with the plug in your body, right? So Val can answer all those questions for you and your family, and help guide you with, you know, how this is affecting your body, and what's happening to you, and how you can make yourself feel better. So I think with the combination of all of these things, you know, you're in this giant hug. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's so good. And I know that for Valerie too, she has the passport in front of her of the integrated services.
Yes,
To
yes.
remind our members
Yes,
that you can
yes.
go online and do a one-on-one
Ooh.
like telehealth. So that way it's another reminder, because we have to remind our members too, like, hey, don't forget, like you have $2,000 sitting here, don't not use it, right? Like,
I was just
please
going to say,
use it.
Sue, I
We're
think
raising that
that's
money for you.
huge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I can tell you, people forget all of what
Yeah.
is
Right.
included. If it didn't come in the mail and they didn't open a box, they don't really think about the resources at hand or make a plan to use them, right? Because
Yeah,
you have to plan, right? You
yeah,
may have childcare, you may
yeah.
need a ride, or you may
Right,
need to just set aside some time and send
right,
everybody out of the house. And
right.
so if you don't plan for that, plan for your
Yeah.
wellness, you know, those services may go unused. And sometimes I'll ask patients, you know, well, did you use the XYZ? And they're like, oh, I
Oh,
forgot
yeah,
about
right
that.
about that. Yep, and
You
Val will
know?
remind them, and Val will say, well,
Mhm.
go get me somebody in your house. Who's in your house with
Right,
you? You know,
right.
daughter, your husband, whatever, or if you're alone, let me send you a text on Tuesday to remind you to do this. So she'll engage everybody, like, don't let your mom forget this. Don't let your wife forget this. Or if you don't have any, if you're alone, you're never alone, because nobody fights us alone. We're here for you. And Val said, okay, I'm going to text you on Tuesday at 8 o'clock and tell you to use your passport to,
Yeah,
to,
it's
you know,
personal.
yeah. Or, you know, we know Aubrey's going to be cooking at this point in time or whatever. So let's go watch it and make the
We have
food.
48 of them. Like, it's not
Yeah,
like we
40,
don't
yeah,
want 48 webinars, or you can look at our library, and
yeah,
that's where we just put everything right at your fingertips. But it
yeah,
takes, you know, wellness is an action. Dr. Mo, you said it so perfectly, because it does take work. It does take an investment of time, and hope alone is not a strategy, right? Like
It's
that's
not a
why we're
strategy.
here. We are
Yeah.
here to be your strategy.
We
Let
are.
us put it in place so you can have that hope and the outcomes of what we've learned, what we pay for, what we give you access to. So
Yeah.
that is really at the core of Care for Her. And we're just really honored to set off October once again with this great campaign and reach more cities and do some education and PR. And then every day you're going to be on our social feed, just seeing those women that were in the program last year and this year that Aubrey actually interviewed and Valerie interviewed, to share
Yeah.
their story and hear their voices and hear what's working, and bring it alive so that it becomes real and you can relate to it. And that's so key for the program.
So key, so key. And it's great though too, you know, we're only able to do this because of our sponsors. And you know, last year we reached out to them, and I always feel like it's so funny. I feel like they support us a lot when we're doing something that's never been done before, right? So we're
That's
like,
the best time, though. That is the
I
best
know.
possible time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they always are so grateful and support. We're so grateful for their support. We always say, you know, we have this idea. What do you think? And so, so yeah, our, you know, our presenting sponsors are AstraZeneca. They came back for the second year to do this with us, and had stepped up to the plate immediately when we came back to them and said we want to do it again. And Gilead, you know, they're here with us, and we actually talked to our buddy Elise this morning, and Elise and Adrian are good buddies, and um but we talked to her this morning to make sure everything's in order. She said, you know, it's October 1st. Have you guys got it together? Are you starting? Are you making it happen? And we're like, yeah, we are ready. We are ready. But we also have Merck and Guardant Health and Lilly and Natera and Novartis and Daiichi Sankyo. They're all here with us, giving us the resources that we need to be able to bring the resources to our community and connect with the people that really need the help. And it's such a great thing. As you said earlier, Sue, you know, it's really, it takes a village. So between the pharma companies and our advocacy groups, and our patients in our community, we, you know, we need to give this, you know, we need all of these things to make it possible.
I
Yeah.
gotta go. I gotta log off,
Yeah.
but I have
Dr. Mo,
two,
thanks for
three.
jumping in.
Thanks for
Listen,
jumping on.
I
Safe
I
travel.
got
From
3 more
Atlanta.
patients. Yeah, I got 3 more patients who I'm going to be enrolling. So I definitely want to look
Okay,
at the
great.
data. I want to review it with you. I want to publish it with you. And I think we have to
Great.
keep pushing this out. So please let me know, keep us posted as a medical advisory team and what we can do
Got it.
to
Yeah.
really help institutionalize this. But I got, like I said, at least 3 more that I can think of offhand
Right now.
who I will be enrolling before the end of the week. So
Great.
this is
Great.
incredible. Keep doing the work that you all are doing. It is so, so needed, so, so appreciated. And, you know, we just love everything about Unite for Her. And of course, Touch, you know, at the farm. And it just does so much for the clinicians. You fill in so many of the gaps. So I just wanted you all to know that the work that you do is so valuable, not just for the advocates, but for us, for the docs and the clinical team. We need it more than ever for our patients. So I love y'all.
Love you,
Thank-
madly. Safe travels. Love you, madly. Love you,
Bye.
madly.
I love you too.
Bye.
See ya.
So Sue, you want to play our really cool commercial?
I would love to play our commercial. Look at us, right?
I know we have a commercial. How cool is that? I'm so excited.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
Good.
All right. If you can see my screen, okay.
Yeah, yeah. This is our
Right.
commercial.
Let's do
Listen
it.
for it. Look for it.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. That's actually our deck for all of the
All the funders. Yeah.
PR that we're going to be doing. Hold on. Let me try
You're
that.
gonna see our ads on trains, planes, automobiles, buses, right? We're gonna have them all over, and hopefully, you know, in a town somewhere near you, you're gonna see. I mean, and we're really gonna be our focus of our sort of media campaign is in Philadelphia, Baltimore, help me out, Atlanta, Houston, Chicago,
Ollie.
and Raleigh. And
Yeah.
so look for our advertising all around there on buses and on trains and on every, you know, all kinds of media. And obviously definitely on social media. We're even going to be on TV. How cool is that? So,
Yeah. All right. Tell me if I got it this time.
okay.
Fingers crossed. You see the full screen or
Yeah,
no?
we got no, do it. You're good. You're good.
This Breast Cancer Awareness Month, join Touch, the Black Breast Cancer Alliance, and Unite for Her in creating a better future for Black breast cancer patients. Black breast cancer is a unique disease, which is why we launched Care for Her, a free program offering services and support, including integrative therapies and personal nurse navigation. Visit uniteforher.org/care4her to learn more about free services and support for Black breast cancer patients.
This message is sponsored by Unite for Her and Touch, the Black Breast Cancer Alliance.
There
How
we
cool
go.
is that? We have a commercial. Wow. Wow, wow,
Yeah,
wow.
very good.
So good.
Good.
Good afternoon, Unite for Her.
You know, I'm on to the next YouTube video.
Okay, I know that. Yeah. Okay, I know where you're going, but
But it's so good. Yeah, well, we appreciate you, Ricky. We appreciate the work. I'm so glad for the partnership, and we're looking forward to another strong month. And you know, it takes a lot of moving pieces.
yeah, and we're gonna move all the pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
we're
them all
gonna
in
move all the
play.
pieces. Yeah.
So please stay connected. Go to uniteforher.org/care4her if you would like to enroll or know someone who would like to enroll, or if you want to support, then we will look for ways that we can get you involved as well.
Yep. And you guys, you know how to reach me. You can email me at ricky@touchbbca.org. And so you want to give your email, and Aubrey, you want to give your emails or tell people how to reach out to them, go to the website, obviously.
Yeah, easy enough. I'm S. Weldon at uniteforher.org.
Yep.
And I am A Red, like the color with another D, AREDD at uniteforher.org.
And we're happy that we're doing this. We're happy that it's October again. We're happy that people are giving attention to breast cancer. I'll be wearing my pink shoes all month long. I have them on today. And look out for our social media this week. I'm going to Ghana right now, right after we end this call, and we're going to do a really cool walk in Kumasi with Dr. Beatrice Adai. It's the Breast Care International Walk. We think 30,000 people will be there from all over the world, and we're going to keep celebrating this whole month and support a lot of events. So when you meet new people who are in treatment, give them our information and talk about our Care for Her program and give some love, spread the love. So thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you. We appreciate you. So see you next week on The Doctor Is In, and bless you love. Bless you love. Bye.